Hey guys, what's up? TDot Tech from Toronto here. Today we're gonna finally be reviewing the Tab S5e. I'm so used to seeing unboxing and first impressions, but today we're gonna be doing the first review of the Tab S5e. It was really popular in the last video where I did the first impressions unboxing. So now we're gonna look at if this is a tablet for you should cop. I'm gonna be reviewing this from a young generation perspective, like social media heavy intense use. So keep that in mind while you watch this video. Alright, so starting off, we're going to start off with the build, and it's a quite solid build. It's really thin and really light as well, so it doesn't feel like you're holding a very fat, thick kind of tablet while you're walking around with it, and it's pretty comfortable. It's not going to be in the way of any of your backpacks or anything, so you can easily put it down there. It's a pretty nice form factor, and you can just walk around with it. It's pretty light for that. It also doesn't have a headphone jack, so you're going to be having to use this this adapter that comes with the tablet, so you're going to have to plug that in, and then you can use your audio jack as you want, and that's alright, but it is an extra thing to carry. And then since around it has the fingerprint, as you guys saw in the unboxing video, it was pretty decent. You just had to touch it to turn it on, and you didn't even have to press the button, so that's pretty nice how quickly it worked with that. And it worked most of the time. It wasn't lagging most of the time, and it worked pretty solid. Now moving on to the battery is pretty decent. It's alright. So with my usage, I was trying to basically watch YouTube videos or lightly browse the internet, right? And also you do some social media from time to time. And as you can see, so my screen on time was for a couple of hours, which is alright for my usage, because I wasn't using it too lightly either, because I was usually gaming or watching some content on it. I used it for some light gaming, as you can see, some casual adventure games, as you can see. It was alright for that. It was pretty good. So when it comes to playing games, it was pretty smooth most of the time, 99% of the time. It was pretty smooth playing games, and the quality of the screen is pretty good as well, so that really helps enrich your gaming experience, right? So if you're playing a game with a lot of colors, it really helps make that pop out. And even my brother who plays this game quite often, he told me the colors are really nice on this display. Also, if you're going to be doing some hardcore gaming, such as the asphalt game, right, it's so good for that. It doesn't lag that much. It doesn't lag at all, and it's pretty nice because you're playing on a huge display that's really thin, as I mentioned before, and really helps make that experience not like you're holding some big heavy thing, and it doesn't come in the way at all. Now, how I mentioned the display, right? I mentioned the display just a few seconds ago. Just to reiterate, the display is totally awesome. It's really vibrant, it's bright, and it's really the colors really pop out. It's a Samsung display. You can't expect anything less than that, right? Which is pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty cool. But if you are gonna use it in bright outdoor sunlight, then it's not that bright, especially when you look at the blacks. But most of the time, it's pretty decent. It's pretty good. The other thing is that it's got 4 speakers all around the device, right, in the corners, and that makes it sound really nice. When you're watching a movie or some kind of video on YouTube, it really makes it seem like you're immersed within what the content is trying to show to you, and that gives you a really nice experience.
Swinging of the losers club has officially begun.
Now moving on to the UI, it was pretty smooth. It's not that kind of laggy TouchWiz anymore, and you have just so many features that it actually takes a few days to get used to and remember all the features. So over here, you could just easily dock windows on the side, how I'm doing right now, and it's pretty useful. You can have multiple apps open at the same time, and you can be multitasking very efficiently. So that's what I completely love about this. And the RAM usage is pretty good as well, so you're not gonna end up closing that many apps while you switch around. And it's really responsive, as you can see. It'll respond right when you touch it. So this device comes with 4 or 6 gigabytes of RAM, and I think that's alright. It's not gonna be extra a lot, so you might have to close some apps sometimes. But 4 gigabytes and 6 gigabytes are both pretty nice options. And then it's also got this really cool thing where you can pick up calls from your tablet itself. So that's awesome. If I have my phone upstairs and I'm trying to play a game or watch some videos on the tablet downstairs, get a call, I can easily pick it up from the tablet, and that I think is an amazing feature. Samsung should have done this long time ago, man, a long time ago. But I'm finally glad they finally did it, trying to match up the iPads and the iOS ecosystem. So that's really nice. Another feature is where you can go into multitasking and then have side-by-side apps. So how I'm gonna do right now, I got settings and YouTube on the other side, so if you're not trying to dock those apps, like 10 apps at the same time, you just want to do some simple 2 app multitasking, that's pretty possible as well. And then you can but I think the docking, if you have docking, like why not just do docking, because you can just have smaller apps and you can just scale them up however you want it, especially with YouTube. If you're watching a video and then you can just put it down, minimize it, and just continue doing your work. And I think the possibilities for this are completely limitless. Like if you're a gamer, if you're trying to watch videos, or just a student or something, right? If you're you can just do more than one thing at the same time without being that limited by resources or by screen real estate as well. I think this is pretty awesome. So I think you can do so much with this. Like imagine taking notes and watching a video, writing a text message, browsing the web, everything at the same time. As far as the camera goes, I wasn't that impressed with the camera, but like really, who's gonna use the camera, right? So I put some samples over here, but it's like it's a decent camera for like if you need a photo at that instantaneous moment, it'll work, right? But it's not gonna have any like blowing away effects. It usually ends up like softening the image a bit too much, and then the portrait works alright, like you can see. It's also got Bixby, but I'm not even gonna get into that. Like, nah, man, nah, Samsung, nah. I think this is really a tablet to cop, because like you got so many features within this. Like the ecosystem, like the OS is awesome. You can have so many features with it that I kind of showcased. And then the UI is pretty smooth. It's got a lot of performance. The display is extraordinary. Like it's amazing. All right, guys. And then like the the processor and the gaming, it works pretty well as well. The only thing is like the camera is like okay, whatever. Like the camera's not that good, but overall the build quality is pretty nice, and I would recommend this for 500-600 bucks, however much it's going for right now. Like I'd totally cop this thing. Still in fam as me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank y'all so much for watching. Alright, so be sure to subscribe, like, and comment for more of this kind of content in the future, especially when we're gonna be reviewing these kind of tablets from our perspective, you know, from a young generation, from the Generation Z and Millennials perspective. So be sure to hit the bell for notifications on our next videos. Until then, catch you guys in the next one.